Welcome to Module 2 of our course on Cybersecurity for Beginners. In this module, we will discuss network security. Network security is a crucial aspect of cybersecurity that focuses on protecting the integrity, confidentiality, and availability of computer networks and the data they transmit. In today's interconnected world, where organizations heavily rely on networks to communicate and share information, network security plays a vital role in safeguarding sensitive data from unauthorized access, misuse, and malicious activities. Network security involves implementing various measures and technologies to prevent unauthorized access, detect and mitigate network attacks, and ensure the confidentiality and integrity of data transmitted over the network. It encompasses both hardware and software components, as well as policies and procedures designed to protect network infrastructure and the information it carries. The primary goals of network security are: confidentiality, ensuring that only authorized individuals or systems can access sensitive information transmitted over the network; integrity, maintaining the accuracy and consistency of data by preventing unauthorized modification or tampering; availability, ensuring that network resources and services are accessible to authorized users when needed, while mitigating the impact of potential disruptions. Before diving into the various aspects of network security, it is essential to understand the different types of network attacks that pose a threat to the security of computer networks. Some common network security threats include malware, malicious software such as viruses, worms, trojans, and ransomware that can infect network devices and compromise their security; denial of service, DoS, attacks. These attacks aim to overwhelm network resources, making them unavailable to legitimate users; man-in-the-middle, MITM, attacks. In this type of attack, an attacker intercepts and alters communication between two parties without their knowledge. Phishing. Phishing attacks involve tricking users into revealing sensitive information, such as login credentials or financial details, by impersonating a trustworthy entity. SQL injection. This attack targets web applications by injecting malicious SQL code into input fields, allowing attackers to manipulate databases and gain unauthorized access. Packet sniffing. Attackers use packet sniffing techniques to intercept and capture network traffic, potentially exposing sensitive information. Password attacks. These attacks involve attempting to guess or crack passwords to gain unauthorized access to network resources. Wireless attacks. Attackers exploit vulnerabilities in wireless networks, such as Wi-Fi, to gain unauthorized access or intercept data transmissions. To protect against network security threats, organizations implement various measures and technologies. Some of the key network security measures include firewalls. Firewalls act as a barrier between internal networks and external networks, filtering incoming and outgoing network traffic based on predefined security rules. Intrusion detection systems, IDS. IDS monitors network traffic for suspicious activities or patterns that may indicate an ongoing attack. Intrusion prevention systems, IPS. IPS goes a step further than IDS by actively blocking or mitigating detected threats. Virtual private networks, VPNs. VPNs provide secure remote access to internal networks over the Internet by encrypting data transmissions. Wireless network security. Implementing security measures such as strong encryption, disabling unnecessary services, and using secure authentication protocols to protect wireless networks. Securing network devices. Applying security configurations, regularly updating firmware, and using strong passwords to protect network devices such as routers and switches. To enhance network security, it is essential to follow best practices that help mitigate risks and protect against potential threats. Some network security best practices include Regular updates. Keeping network devices, operating systems, and software up to date with the latest security patches and updates to address known vulnerabilities. Strong authentication. Implementing strong passwords, multi-factor authentication, and secure authentication protocols to prevent unauthorized access. Segmentation. Dividing networks into smaller segments or subnets to limit the impact of a potential breach and prevent lateral movement by attackers. Encryption. Encrypting sensitive data transmitted over the network to ensure confidentiality and prevent unauthorized interception. Monitoring and logging. Implementing network monitoring tools and logging mechanisms to detect and investigate suspicious activities. User awareness and training. Educating users about network security best practices, such as avoiding suspicious links or attachments and practicing safe browsing habits. Regular backups. Performing regular backups of critical data to ensure its availability in case of a network breach or data loss incident. Incident response plan. Developing an incident response plan that outlines the steps to be taken in the event of a network security incident, including containment, investigation, and recovery. By implementing these network security measures and following best practices, organizations can significantly reduce the risk of network breaches, protect sensitive data, and ensure the smooth operation of their networks. In the next section, we will explore the different types of network attacks in more detail and discuss how organizations can defend against them. Network attacks are malicious activities that target computer networks and their infrastructure. These attacks aim to gain unauthorized access, disrupt network operations, steal sensitive information, or cause other forms of damage. Understanding the different types of network attacks is crucial for developing effective network security strategies. In this section, we will explore some common types of network attacks and their characteristics. Denial of service. DoS attacks are designed to overwhelm a network or system with an excessive amount of traffic or requests, rendering it unable to respond to legitimate users. These attacks aim to disrupt the availability of network resources and services. DoS attacks can be categorized into two main types. Flooding attacks. Flooding attacks involve sending a large volume of traffic to a target network or system, overwhelming its capacity to handle the incoming requests. This can be achieved through techniques such as ICMP flood, SYN flood, UDP flood, or HTTP flood. The goal is to consume network bandwidth, exhaust system resources, and cause service disruptions. Distributed denial of service, DDoS, attacks. DDoS attacks are similar to flooding attacks but are executed from multiple sources simultaneously. The attacker controls a network of compromised computers, known as a botnet, to launch the attack. By distributing the attack traffic across multiple sources, DDoS attacks can generate a massive amount of traffic, making it even more challenging to mitigate. Man-in-the-middle, MITM, attacks occur when an attacker intercepts and alters communication between two parties without their knowledge. The attacker positions themselves between the sender and receiver, allowing them to eavesdrop on the communication, manipulate data, or impersonate one of the parties. MITM attacks can be executed through various techniques, including ARP spoofing. Address Resolution Protocol, ARP. Spoofing involves manipulating the ARP table of a network to associate the attacker's MAC address with the IP address of another device. This allows the attacker to intercept and redirect network traffic intended for the targeted device. DNS spoofing. DNS spoofing involves tampering with the domain name system, DNS, to redirect users to malicious websites or intercept their communication. By modifying DNS records or poisoning DNS caches, attackers can redirect users to fake websites that resemble legitimate ones, enabling them to steal sensitive information. SSL stripping. SSL stripping is a technique used to downgrade secure HTTPS connections to unencrypted HTTP connections. The attacker intercepts the initial HTTPS request and redirects the user to an unsecured version of the website. This allows the attacker to intercept and manipulate the communication between the user and the website without the user's knowledge. Phishing attacks are social engineering attacks that aim to trick individuals into revealing sensitive information, such as usernames, passwords, or financial details. These attacks typically involve sending deceptive emails, messages, or creating fake websites that appear legitimate. Phishing attacks can be categorized into different types. Email phishing. Email phishing involves sending fraudulent emails that appear to be from a reputable source, such as a bank or a popular online service. These emails often contain urgent requests for the recipient to provide personal information or click on malicious links that lead to fake websites. Spear phishing. Spear phishing attacks are targeted phishing attacks that focus on specific individuals or organizations. The attacker gathers information about the target to personalize the phishing attempt, making it more convincing and increasing the chances of success. Smishing. Smishing attacks use SMS or text messages to deceive individuals into revealing sensitive information or downloading malicious content. These messages often contain urgent requests or enticing offers to manipulate the recipient into taking the desired action. Malware, short for malicious software, refers to any software designed to harm or exploit computer systems. Malware attacks can take various forms, including viruses. Viruses are self-replicating programs that attach themselves to legitimate files or programs. When the infected file or program is executed, the virus spreads to other files or systems, causing damage or unauthorized actions. Worms. Worms are standalone programs that replicate themselves and spread across networks without requiring user interaction. They exploit vulnerabilities in network protocols or operating systems to propagate and cause harm. Trojans. Trojans are disguised as legitimate software or files but contain malicious code. Once executed, Trojans can perform various malicious activities, such as stealing sensitive information, creating backdoors for remote access, or launching other types of attacks. Ransomware. Ransomware encrypts a victim's files or locks their system, demanding a ransom payment in exchange for restoring access. Ransomware attacks have become increasingly prevalent and can cause significant financial and operational damage to individuals and organizations. Network sniffing and spoofing attacks involve intercepting and manipulating network traffic to gain unauthorized access or steal sensitive information. These attacks can be executed through various techniques, including packet sniffing. Packet sniffing involves capturing and analyzing network traffic to extract sensitive information, such as usernames, passwords, or confidential data. Attackers can use specialized tools to intercept and inspect packets flowing through a network, potentially exposing critical information. MAC address spoofing. MAC address spoofing involves changing the media access control (MAC) address of a network interface to impersonate another device on the network. This allows the attacker to bypass network access controls and gain unauthorized access to network resources. IP spoofing. IP spoofing involves modifying the source IP address of network packets to impersonate another device or hide the attacker's identity. This technique can be used to launch various types of attacks, such as DOS attacks or bypassing access controls. Understanding these types of network attacks is essential for implementing effective network security measures. By being aware of the potential threats and vulnerabilities, individuals and organizations can take proactive steps to protect their networks and mitigate the risks associated with these attacks. Firewalls and intrusion detection systems, IDS, are essential components of network security. They play a crucial role in protecting networks from unauthorized access, malicious activities, and potential threats. In this section, we will explore the functions, types, and best practices of firewalls and IDS. A firewall acts as a barrier between an internal network and external networks, such as the Internet. Its primary function is to monitor and control incoming and outgoing network traffic based on predetermined security rules. By enforcing these rules, firewalls can prevent unauthorized access, filter out malicious content, and protect sensitive data. Firewalls operate at different layers of the network, including the network layer, transport layer, and application layer. At the network layer, firewalls can examine IP addresses, ports, and protocols to allow or block traffic. At the transport layer, they can inspect data packets to ensure they comply with established rules. Finally, at the application layer, firewalls can analyze the content of network traffic to detect and block specific types of threats. There are several types of firewalls, each with its own strengths and weaknesses. Let's explore some of the most common types. Packet filtering firewalls. These firewalls examine individual packets of data and compare them against a set of predefined rules. They can filter traffic based on IP addresses, ports, and protocols. While packet filtering firewalls are simple and efficient, they lack the ability to inspect the content of packets, making them vulnerable to certain types of attacks. Stateful inspection firewalls. Stateful inspection firewalls combine the benefits of packet filtering and session tracking. They not only examine individual packets but also keep track of the state of network connections. By maintaining information about established connections, stateful inspection firewalls can make more informed decisions about allowing or blocking traffic. Proxy firewalls. Proxy firewalls act as intermediaries between internal and external networks. They receive network requests on behalf of internal devices and forward them to external networks after inspecting and filtering the traffic. Proxy firewalls can provide an additional layer of security by hiding internal IP addresses and performing deep packet inspection. Next-generation firewalls. Next-generation firewalls, NGFW, combine traditional firewall functionalities with advanced features such as intrusion prevention, application awareness, and user identification. NGFWs can analyze network traffic at a granular level, allowing organizations to enforce more specific security policies and protect against sophisticated threats. While firewalls focus on preventing unauthorized access and filtering network traffic, intrusion detection systems, IDS, are designed to detect and respond to potential security breaches. IDS monitor network traffic, analyze it for signs of malicious activity, and generate alerts or take action when suspicious behavior is detected. There are two main types of IDS. Network-based IDS, NIDS. NIDS monitor network traffic in real time and analyze it for known patterns or signatures of attacks. They can detect various types of attacks, including port scanning, denial of service, DOS, and intrusion attempts. NIDS are typically placed at strategic points within the network to capture and analyze traffic. Host-based IDS, HIDS. HIDS are installed on individual hosts or servers and monitor the activities occurring on those specific systems. They can detect unauthorized access attempts, file modifications, and other suspicious activities that may indicate a compromise. HIDS provide an additional layer of security by focusing on the specific host rather than the entire network. To ensure the effectiveness of firewalls and IDS, it is important to follow best practices. Regular updates. Keep firewalls and IDS up to date with the latest security patches and firmware updates. This helps protect against newly discovered vulnerabilities and ensures optimal performance. Strong rule configuration. Configure firewall rules to allow only necessary network traffic and block all other traffic by default. Regularly review and update these rules to align with changing security requirements. Segmentation. Implement network segmentation to divide the network into smaller, isolated segments. This helps contain potential breaches and limits the impact of an attack. Logging and monitoring. Enable logging and monitoring features on firewalls and IDS to capture and analyze network traffic. Regularly review logs for any suspicious activities or anomalies. Intrusion prevention. Consider using intrusion prevention systems, IPS, in conjunction with firewalls and IDS. IPS can actively block or mitigate attacks in real time, providing an additional layer of defense. Regular audits. Conduct regular audits and vulnerability assessments to identify any weaknesses or misconfigurations in firewalls and IDS. Address any identified issues promptly to maintain a strong security posture. By implementing firewalls and IDS and following these best practices, organizations can significantly enhance their network security and protect against a wide range of threats and attacks. In today's interconnected world, where data is constantly being transmitted over networks, ensuring the security and privacy of our online activities has become more important than ever. One powerful tool that helps achieve this is a virtual private network, VPN. In this section, we will explore what VPNs are, how they work, and why they are essential for maintaining a secure online presence. A virtual private network, or VPN, is a technology that allows users to create a secure and encrypted connection over a public network, such as the Internet. It establishes a private network connection by routing the user's Internet traffic through a remote server operated by the VPN service provider. This connection encrypts the data, making it unreadable to anyone who may intercept it. When you connect to a VPN, your device creates a secure tunnel between your computer and the VPN server. All the data you send and receive passes through this tunnel, ensuring that it remains encrypted and protected from prying eyes. This encryption prevents hackers, government agencies, or even your internet service provider from monitoring or intercepting your online activities. To establish a VPN connection, you need to install VPN software or use a VPN app on your device. Once installed, you can choose a server location from a list provided by the VPN service. When you connect to the VPN, your internet traffic is routed through that server, making it appear as if you were browsing from that location. This feature is particularly useful for bypassing geo-restrictions and accessing content that may be blocked in your region. Why are VPNs important? Enhanced security. One of the primary reasons to use a VPN is to enhance your online security. By encrypting your internet traffic, VPNs protect your sensitive information, such as passwords, credit card details, and personal data, from being intercepted by malicious actors. This is especially crucial when using public Wi-Fi networks, which are often vulnerable to attacks. Privacy protection. VPNs also play a vital role in safeguarding your privacy. They hide your IP address, making it difficult for websites, advertisers, or other entities to track your online activities. Additionally, VPNs prevent your internet service provider from monitoring and selling your browsing data, ensuring that your online behavior remains private. Bypassing censorship and geo-restrictions. VPNs allow users to bypass censorship and access restricted content. By connecting to a server in a different country, you can circumvent government-imposed restrictions and access websites and services that may be blocked in your region. This is particularly useful for individuals living in countries with strict internet regulations. Secure remote access. VPNs enable secure remote access to corporate networks. Employees can connect to their company's network from anywhere, ensuring that their communication and data transmission remain encrypted and protected. This is especially important for remote workers or individuals who frequently travel for business. Anonymity. While VPNs do provide a certain level of anonymity, it is important to note that they are not foolproof. While your IP address is hidden, your VPN service provider can still see your online activities. Therefore, it is crucial to choose a reputable VPN provider that has a strict no-logs policy to ensure your privacy. When selecting a VPN provider, it is essential to consider several factors to ensure you choose a reliable and trustworthy service. Security and encryption. Look for VPN providers that offer strong encryption protocols, such as OpenVPN or IKEv2. Additionally, check if they have a kill switch feature that automatically disconnects your internet connection if the VPN connection drops, preventing your data from being exposed. Server locations. Consider the number and locations of the VPN provider's servers. The more server locations they have, the more options you will have to bypass geo-restrictions and access content from different regions. No-logs policy. Ensure that the VPN provider has a strict no-logs policy, meaning they do not store any information about your online activities. This ensures that even if requested by authorities, they will not have any data to provide. Speed and performance. Test the VPN provider's speed and performance by checking reviews and conducting speed tests. A reliable VPN should not significantly slow down your internet connection. User-friendly interface. Look for a VPN provider that offers an intuitive and user-friendly interface, making it easy for beginners to set up and use the VPN service. Customer support. Consider the availability and quality of customer support provided by the VPN provider. It is essential to have reliable support in case you encounter any issues or have questions about the service. Virtual private networks, VPNs, are powerful tools that provide enhanced security, privacy, and access to restricted content. By encrypting your internet traffic and hiding your IP address, VPNs ensure that your online activities remain private and protected. When choosing a VPN provider, consider factors such as security, server locations, no-logs policy, speed, and customer support. By using a reputable VPN service, you can significantly enhance your cybersecurity and enjoy a safer online experience. Wireless networks have become an integral part of our daily lives, providing us with the convenience of accessing the internet and connecting our devices without the need for physical cables. However, with this convenience comes the risk of security vulnerabilities that can be exploited by malicious actors. In this section, we will explore the importance of wireless network security and discuss various measures that can be taken to protect your wireless network. Wireless networks, also known as Wi-Fi networks, transmit data over the airwaves using radio waves. This wireless transmission makes them susceptible to various security threats. Here are some common risks associated with wireless networks. Unauthorized access. Without proper security measures, anyone within the range of your wireless network can potentially connect to it and gain access to your network resources. Eavesdropping. Wireless signals can be intercepted by attackers, allowing them to eavesdrop on your network traffic and potentially steal sensitive information such as passwords, credit card details, or personal data. Man-in-the-middle attacks. Attackers can position themselves between your device and the wireless access point, intercepting and altering the communication between the two. This allows them to capture sensitive information or inject malicious content into your network traffic. Denial of service, DoS, attacks. Attackers can flood your wireless network with a large volume of traffic, causing it to become overwhelmed and unavailable to legitimate users. To protect your wireless network from these risks, it is essential to implement robust security measures. Here are some best practices for securing your wireless network. Change default settings. When setting up your wireless router, make sure to change the default administrator username and password. Attackers often target devices with default credentials, so using unique and strong credentials is crucial. Enable encryption. Encryption is a vital security measure that ensures the confidentiality of your wireless network traffic. Use the latest encryption protocols, such as WPA2 or WPA3, to encrypt your network traffic and prevent unauthorized access. Use strong passwords. Set a strong and unique password for your wireless network. Avoid using common passwords or easily guessable phrases. A strong password should be at least 12 characters long and include a combination of uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters. Disable SSID broadcasting. By default, wireless routers broadcast the network's SSID, service set identifier, making it visible to anyone in range. Disabling SSID broadcasting adds an extra layer of security by making your network less visible to potential attackers. Enable MAC address filtering. Every network device has a unique MAC, media access control, address. By enabling MAC address filtering, you can specify which devices are allowed to connect to your wireless network based on their MAC addresses. This prevents unauthorized devices from accessing your network. Keep firmware updated. Regularly check for firmware updates for your wireless router and apply them promptly. Firmware updates often include security patches that address known vulnerabilities and improve the overall security of your device. Disable remote management. Remote management allows you to access and configure your wireless router from outside your network. However, it also introduces additional security risks. Unless necessary, disable remote management to prevent unauthorized access to your router's settings. Implement a guest network. If you frequently have guests connecting to your wireless network, consider setting up a separate guest network. This network should have limited access to your main network resources, reducing the risk of unauthorized access to sensitive data. Regularly monitor network activity. Keep an eye on the devices connected to your wireless network and monitor network traffic for any suspicious activity. Many routers provide built-in tools or third-party applications that allow you to monitor and analyze network traffic. Disable WPS. Wi-Fi Protected Setup, WPS, is a feature that simplifies the process of connecting devices to a wireless network. However, it has known security vulnerabilities and should be disabled to prevent unauthorized access. By following these best practices, you can significantly enhance the security of your wireless network and reduce the risk of unauthorized access or data breaches. Wireless network security is of utmost importance in today's interconnected world. By understanding the risks associated with wireless networks and implementing the recommended security measures, you can protect your network and ensure the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of your data. Remember to regularly update your wireless router's firmware, use strong passwords, and enable encryption to maintain a secure wireless network environment. Network devices play a crucial role in maintaining the security of a network. These devices include routers, switches, firewalls, and access points. Securing these devices is essential to prevent unauthorized access, protect sensitive information, and ensure the overall integrity of the network. In this section, we will explore various techniques and best practices for securing network devices. One of the first steps in securing network devices is to change the default credentials. Many network devices come with default usernames and passwords, which are well-known and easily exploitable by attackers. By changing these default credentials to unique and strong ones, you significantly reduce the risk of unauthorized access to your network devices. When choosing new credentials, make sure to follow best practices such as using a combination of uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters. Additionally, avoid using easily guessable information such as your name, birthdate, or address. Regularly update these credentials to maintain the security of your network devices. Network devices often come with various services and ports enabled by default. However, not all of these services and ports are necessary for the proper functioning of your network. It is crucial to disable any unused services and close unnecessary ports to minimize the attack surface. By disabling unused services, you reduce the potential vulnerabilities that attackers can exploit. Additionally, closing unnecessary ports prevents unauthorized access and helps in preventing network attacks such as port scanning and brute force attacks. Access control lists, ACLs, are an essential security measure for network devices. ACLs allow you to control and restrict access to your network based on specific criteria such as IP addresses, protocols, and ports. By implementing ACLs, you can define rules that permit or deny traffic to and from your network devices. ACLs provide an additional layer of security by allowing only authorized traffic to pass through your network devices. They help in preventing unauthorized access, mitigating network attacks, and protecting sensitive information. Regularly review and update your ACLs to ensure they align with your network security policies. Enabling logging and monitoring on your network devices is crucial for detecting and responding to security incidents. By enabling logging, you can capture and record important events and activities on your network devices. This information can be invaluable in identifying potential security breaches, analyzing network traffic, and investigating incidents. Monitoring the logs generated by your network devices allows you to proactively identify any suspicious or malicious activities. It helps in detecting unauthorized access attempts, unusual network traffic patterns, and potential security vulnerabilities. Regularly review and analyze the logs to stay informed about the security status of your network devices. Network device manufacturers regularly release firmware and software updates to address security vulnerabilities and improve performance. It is crucial to keep your network devices up to date by applying these updates promptly. Outdated firmware and software can contain known vulnerabilities that attackers can exploit to gain unauthorized access to your network. Regularly check for updates from the manufacturer's website or use automated update mechanisms provided by the network devices. Before applying any updates, ensure you have a backup of the device's configuration to avoid any potential issues. By keeping your network devices up to date, you enhance their security and protect your network from known vulnerabilities. Device hardening involves configuring network devices to remove unnecessary features, services, and protocols that can pose security risks. By implementing device hardening techniques, you reduce the attack surface and make it more challenging for attackers to exploit vulnerabilities. Some common device hardening techniques include disabling unused interfaces, disabling unnecessary services and protocols, enabling security features such as port security and MAC address filtering, and implementing strong access control measures. Consult the device manufacturer's documentation or security guidelines for specific recommendations on device hardening. Regularly backing up the configurations of your network devices is essential for disaster recovery and maintaining the security of your network. In the event of a device failure or a security incident, having a recent backup allows you to quickly restore the device's configuration and minimize downtime. Backup configurations should be stored securely and preferably off-site to protect against physical damage or theft. Regularly test the restoration process to ensure the backups are valid and can be successfully restored when needed. In addition to implementing technical security measures, it is crucial to consider physical security measures for your network devices. Physical access to network devices can lead to unauthorized configuration changes, tampering, or theft of sensitive information. Ensure that network devices are physically secured in locked cabinets or rooms with restricted access. Implement surveillance systems, access control mechanisms, and alarm systems to monitor and protect the physical environment where network devices are located. By implementing these physical security measures, you reduce the risk of unauthorized access to your network devices and enhance the overall security of your network infrastructure. Securing network devices is a critical aspect of maintaining a secure network. By following the best practices outlined in this section, you can significantly reduce the risk of unauthorized access, protect sensitive information, and ensure the integrity of your network. Remember to regularly review and update your security measures to adapt to evolving threats and technologies.